reaching for this grip. Remember, we don't do short. It's no good here, look. Up. So now as we pull him in, I grab the elbow and go foot on the hip. And look, that's the position, that leg over the back. From here, I lock this over the top, so I get the crooked guard. Now look at his position, how broken down he is. If he tries to stand up, there's no way. If he tries to push into me, I've got that punch grip on him, he can't go anywhere. So here we wait. This is part of the game, we wait. Now look, I put my hand here. I can start to choke him here if need be, which will start to panic him. Okay, because I've got this grip. But all I'm going to do from here, if I want the arm bar, look, I open my legs from here, I kick once, twice, and then base off his face. And look, it goes over his neck, over his head, not his neck. Now, most of you found this. My hand's in the collar, so I've got a choke almost here. If I want to go to the arm, I can. Look, I go for hand on the wrist, or I can go to V grip and do that. Or, as we said, there's a nasty choke from here. So that's where we want to look for, this hand deep in the collar. Just look at it once more, just with a few of the details. Chris is doing this really well now. What Chris is doing, he's sitting up to get this grip, and you have to sit. If you don't sit, and you, particularly if you're slightly smaller, you only, look, even me, I can get that far, and I've got longish arms. Look how much on my elbow here, as I pull in, look, this elbow needs to come from his body, and that's why we put the foot on the hip as well for some control. So we go here, lock him down, this goes over the shoulder. This leg locked over the top for some control, pressure, you know, on my thighs, going in to keep him in control of me. I've got a good grip in his neck. So here I could choke him if I want to, but if I want the arm, what I've got to do, I've got to climb this foot first. 1, 2, look how broken he is. It's moving him this way. That one then comes down, not across his neck, over his head. Here's the wrist for the arm bar, or I can go with a choke. Those are your options. You know, my crutch, as it were, here. Yeah, because if it's too far away, you're not going to get it. So when you've got the guy broken here, and we've got this, and this is this 3 kick method that I'm using. This is really about it working against the resisting opponent. You can, if you're lucky and if you're quick, push this head and kick it over the top. But it creates quite a lot of room for him to escape. So this is why we kind of come off of here, we go 1, 2. Look how tight it is now. He's really broken down. Even if he tries to pull out from here, look, he can't pull that out. There's no way he's getting out of that. So that's why we do those three sort of kicks. It's a really good habit to get into. But I'm going to show you what can happen when he can try and defend before we take the crooked guard. So from here, after we take the crooked guard, from here, look, pull. Now, he's aware, if you can go away for a little bit more, go towards me, that's it. He's aware from here that I want to get this leg in front of his head. So what he does, he kind of brings his legs around a little bit and he'll posture this side. Look, here, you see? I can't get it now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go hang onto his wrist. Hang onto his wrist. And I'm going to get an Americana, like a squeeze Americana. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull this and keep this bent arm lock. And all I do is pull it, look here. And there's an arm lock there. So this arm's bent. He's using this to push me this way, look. So all I do, I go hand on the wrist. I don't let him collapse me too much, there's a bit of room. Hand on the wrist, I bring it's my hip, it's not my arm, look. There it is. I just glue this to my body. One more time. Good, I just bring it in that direction, so one more time. From here. Deep. Pull, here. Here, look. He pushes, he doesn't want this. There's no way I can get this leg across. If I do, what often happens, if I do this, he starts to pass my guard. He'll push on this, yeah, look, he'll start to work. Okay, so what I have to do, here, he pushes. There's no arm bar now, so look, remember I go onto the wrist. Again, all I do, hand in the collar, remember, I drive my hip the opposite way, look, and up. That's what we need to do. Remember, I've still got this as well, and I can choke him. Let's try that, guys. Have a go. Americana squeeze.